Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Archimed Teachers, and today we are going to do decimals. Take out your books and let's start. First thing to keep in mind, decimals can be represented in fractions. When a decimal number is multiplied by 10, 100 or 1000, the number remains the same. However, the decimal point moves to the right. In case of division, the thing gets reversed. What happens is then the decimal point moves towards the left side. A decimal is represented by the point sign. Now we see this diagram. This is of the place value grid. Now this place value grid is quite important to understand decimals. Why? I'll get back to that in a minute. In this place value grid, we have thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. We have done that in primary grades as well. What comes after the decimal points is something which we haven't done yet. So the immediate one that comes after the decimal point is tens, then are hundreds, and then are thousands. Now basically tens is 1 by 10 base, and hundreds is 1 by 100, and thousands is 1 by 1000. So let's solve some problems to understand why this place value grid is actually important. In such questions where you have how many tens are there in 4, um, 4 sorry 4 will 4 4 sorry 4 divided by 1 by 100. We know in fractions, when we divide we have to take a reciprocal of the second number. So we'll be doing that. 4 into, sorry, there are tens here, 1 by 10, so 4 into 10, that is 40. There are 40 tens that make one number 1 4. Next question. Okay, the answer is 40. In this question, how many hundreds are there that make an 8? 8. Okay, 8 divided by 1 by 100. 100 is 1 by 100. We know we have to take the reciprocal of 100, that is 8 into 100 would give you 800. 800 hundreds make 8. Let's check the answer. Yes, our answer is correct. Now we're moving to the next topic, addition of decimals. Addition of decimals is similar to normal addition. However, we need to take care of the decimal point. We must first try to get equal digits towards the right side of the decimal point. This we do by writing an extra zero or extra zeros uh, as to complete our give us an equal number of digits towards the right side. We will do some questions as well. First question we are going to do is 0.54 plus 0.2. 0.54 plus 0.2, that is 0.54. There are two digits after the point, so here also we have to get two digits after the point. That would be 0.20. This 0 does not affect, it's simply not affecting 0.2. It's not increasing a value or something, it's still 0.2, it's only. And okay, now we can as 0.54 plus 0.20. Now simply how we do with, we could simply just do 54 plus 20, that is 0.74. So that's our first question. Second question, we'll just copy it here. 39.75 plus 43.12. After the point there are two digits in both of these numbers, so we don't have to do anything. 39.75, 43.12. First we'll add 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. And then we'll take the symbol. The answer also should have the same number of digits after the decimal point as the numbers. So over here we have 39 and 40. Okay, 9 plus 3, 12. 1 carry forward. 3, 1 from there. So it's 4. 4 plus 4, 8. Answer should be 82.87. 87. It's not 0.87. After the number after decimal point are split. 8 and 7. 82.87. 40. This is the third question we are going to do. 45.23 plus 7.67. Here again, the number of digits after the decimal point are same, so we don't have to do anything in that regard. 45.23 plus, okay, plus 7.67. Sorry. 3 plus 7, it's 10. 1 carry forward. 2, and then we had 1 carry forward, so it's 3. 3 plus 6, 9. Then we get the point from there. 45 plus 7, that is 5 plus 7 is 12. 1 carry forward. 4 plus 1, 5. 52.90. Next question. This question is simple. 900 plus 99.9. 900.09. Here we'll add an extra 0. So now the digits after point are equal. Number of digits after point are equal. 99.90. So 9 plus 0 is 9. 0 plus 9 is again 9. Then 0 plus 0, 0 plus 9, sorry, again 9, 0 plus 9, again 9, and then you have 9. So your answer is 999.99. 999.99. Next one, 78.604 plus 2.1. Here again we can add 2 zeros to make the number of digits after point equal. Then 78.604, enter 2.100. Okay. 4 plus 0 is 4. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 1 is 7. Again point sign. 78 plus 2 is 10. 1 carry forward, and you get 7 plus 1, 8. 80.704. Now let's see. Let's tally our answers. These are our answers. The last one was 80.704, and we can tally all of them. Now let's move to subtraction of decimals. Subtraction of decimals is similar to normal subtraction. However, we need to take care of the decimal point. Again, here also we must try to get equal digits towards the right side of the decimal point. Let's do a few more questions in this regard. First question is 2.53 minus 1.75. 2.53, sorry, minus 1.75. Here the number of digits after the point are equal, so we won't do anything with that. We just simply write it down. 2.53, 1.75 minus 1.75. Here 3 minus 3 will get 1 carry. 5 will become, we'll take 13 from here. 13 minus 5 is 8. This will become 4. 4 again, we have to take 1 from there. 14 tens we have to take from there. 14 minus 7 is 7 point. We already took 1 from there. 1 minus 1 is 0. Answer is 0.78. The first answer is 0.78. Okay. Next one. 3.609 minus 1.006. Oh, where is it gone? Where is it gone? Here the number of digits after the point are equal, so we won't do anything with that. 3.609 minus 1.006. 9 minus 6 is 3. 0 minus 0 again 0. 6 minus 0 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. So answer is 2.603. Next question. 75.233 minus 17.04. Okay, here again we have to put a 0 to make the number of digits after the decimal point equal. 75.233 minus 17.040. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus, okay, we can we'll cut 2 and make it 1. From there we'll get 13. 13 minus 4 is 9. 13 minus, okay, 1 minus 0 is 1. 75 minus 7, so we'll take tens from there. 15 minus 7 is 8, leaving 6 minus 1, that is 5. 58.193. I hope that's the correct answer. Next question is 1001 minus 0.99. Okay, here we'll add decimal point and 2 zeros to make it, for the, 1 second, 1001 minus 0.99.00. Just for the sake of making it easy, we'll align the zeros. We'll align the decimal point. So here, 0 minus 9, sorry, we'll make it 10 minus 9, that's 1. This will become 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. And the remaining would, because we have taken 1 from there, it would become 1000.01. Next question, 4.76 minus 4. This is simply very easy. We'll convert it into decimals. 4.76 minus 4.00. 4.76 minus 4.00. Okay, enter. 6 minus 0 is 6. 7 minus 0 is 7. And 4 minus 4 is 0. So answer is 0.76. Let's get our answers checked. Our answers are correct. And next, moving to the next portion, which is there in your 7th grade book, multiplication of decimals. Multiplication of decimals is similar to normal multiplication. As we ignore the decimal point while multiplying, we put the decimal point in the product. The total number of digits after decimal point are the sum of number of digits after the decimal point of that number multiplied. Now I'll explain this to you when we are doing the questions. Do not get overwhelmed. Let's begin. First question we have over here is 5.42 into 5. Now that rule in the multiplication page, I'll explain it over here. In this, the first number 5.42, it has two decimal places, two places after the decimal point, whereas 5 doesn't have any, or we could put two places, but there's no need for that. So we have two places of decimal. One number has two places, other doesn't have decimal. So 2 plus 0 is 2. Our answer is supposed to have two places of decimal again. 5.42. We'll ignore the decimals. So enter 542 into 5. 2 into 5 is 0. I think I should do carry forwards as well. 10, and here 1 carry forward. 5 into 4 is 20. 1 from the carry forward comes over here, it becomes 21. 2 is carry forwarded, and 5 into 5 is 25, and then plus 2710. And because we have to put 2 digits after the decimal, our answer should be 27.10 or 27.1 as well. Next question, 4 into 9.2. Sorry, 4 into 9.2. Here we have one decimal point and the other number has none, so our answer should have 1 plus 0, that is 1 decimal point on the least. I want to reverse the question. 9.2 into 4, 92 into 4, sorry, we ignore over here. 2 into 4 is 8, and 4 into 9 is 36, 368, and we have to put 1 decimal point. Answer should be 36.8. Sorry, you can, answer is correct. Third question is simple, but I'll be doing it for you. This could be done in fractions as well, but we can do in many ways. We'll try fractions as well this time. So 0.4 is 4 by 10 into 100. This 10 into 10 is 100, so we can cut here and we'll get 4 into 10. 4 into 10, that is 40. We'll try another method also, the proper multiplication method. I would be see, one number has 1 decimal point, another number has no decimal point. 0 plus 1, our answer should have at least 1 decimal point, should have 1 decimal point. So 100, I'm reversing again, 100 into 4, that is 400, and then we'll have 1 decimal point, 40. Answer is 40. Sorry. Next question is, it looks a bit overwhelming. It's actually not that overwhelming. Over here, our first digit number has 2 decimal points. The second number also has 2 decimal points. So our answer should have 2 plus 2, 4 decimal points. We'll represent this without decimal points. 20202 into simple 2. So 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 0 is 0, again 2 into 2 is 4, again 2 into 0 is 0, 2 into 4 is 4. This is our answer, and we have to put 4 decimal points, 4 numbers after the decimal. This is 4.040. Simple. Let's check our answers. Our answers, I hope all of them are right. And one more thing, guys, if you find any mistake in any of my videos, please comment so that I can, so that it doesn't harm anybody. Next topic, division of decimals. Division of decimals, we can represent decimals in form of fractions as well, and do let's do a few questions now. 0.8 into 2 divided by 2. Okay, this is the first question. 0.8 divided by 2. Okay, 0.8 can be represented as 8 by 10 divided by 2 by 1. Again, 8 by 10 into reverse of that, 1 by 2. That would be 8 by 20. That would be 4 by 10. That would be 0.4. Next question, 5.4 divided by 100. Now, remember I said in the beginning that if you divide a decimal by 100, the decimal point would move towards the left. This is exactly what. We don't even need to do any division over here, because there are two, it's 100, and when we divide, we would have to move by 2 places towards the left. We'll write 5 4, and the decimal point is over here, so it will move towards here, it will move towards here, and it would have to move by 2 decimal places, so our answer would be 0.054. Here the third question is 18 divided by 0.2. 0.2 is basically 2 by 10, 2 by 10, and we'll take the reciprocal, that will be 10 by 2. We can divide 18 and 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 into 10 is the answer, that is 90. Voila. And next question is 6.5 divided by 0.5. In this question, 65 by 10 divided by 5 by 10, we take the reciprocal of the second number, 10 by 5. This 10 and this 10 get cancelled. 65 divided by 5, answer is 30. Now wait, I think the answer should be 13, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the answer is 30. Next question, 5.46 divided by 2.6. Here 546 divided by 100, okay, multiplied by 2 point, divided by 2.6 is basically 26 divided by 10. We'll take the reciprocal, 546 divided by 100 into a reciprocal of 26 by 10, 10 by 26. Here what would happen basically is 546 divided by 10 into 1 by 26. That would be 546 into 26 divided by 10. Okay, 546 into 13 divided by 5. Now we'll do some basic math. 546, 13, 3. 6 into 3 is 18. Of that carry forward goes on 4, 5. 5 into 3, 15. Carry forward goes to 5. 5 into 3 is 15. Wait. Oh, sorry. 6 into 3 is 18. Carry forward goes over 4. 5 into 3 is 15. Okay. Let's leave it as that. I'm getting confused for no reason. 546 into 13. 546 into 13. I don't know, I guess I'm making mistakes somewhere. In this question, we don't need to do it that way, sorry. We could just represent it as this way, 546 divided by 2.6. Yeah, 546 divided by 260 by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 100. Yeah, now let's simplify. Divide 546 by 2, okay, 273 divided by 130. Again, let's see if there is something we can divide by. I don't think we can divide this any further. See, 273. I think we could leave this in. Let's divide it. 273 divided by 130. It's somewhere. It's supposed to be around 2.1. The reason about that is because I think not 2.1 but above 2, because 130 into 2 is 260. Let's leave it in mixed fraction instead of wasting time. 2 13 by 130. Oh wait, that's around 2 1 by 10. It's 2.1. It's 2.1 because This would be represented as 2 1 by 10. That would be 2.1. Let's see. Yeah, it's correct. Sometimes big numbers make you worried, but you shouldn't get worried for. Okay, let's solve few word problems. Mukul, our friend Mukul, buys 10 kg. We'll represent this in kgs. 10 kgs plus 600 gram, 10.6 kilos of lychees, as well as 6.5. Why 6.5? 6 kgs is 6,500 gram. We are representing it in kg. It's 6.5 kgs. That adds up to 10.6 plus 6, 16.6, 16.6 plus 0.5, 17.1 kgs of fruit. Remember not to forget the units. You lose marks simply because of that. Okay, so coming up to Joe. Joe bought 2 kilogram and 400, 2.4 plus 15.5. 15.5 plus 2, 17.5, 17.9 kilogram. Okay, it's obvious Joe bought more fruits. Let's see the answer. I hope yeah, we are right. Next question. The side of an equal sided hexagon is 1.75. Each side 1.75 centimeters. Number of sides. It's a six-sided hexagon. Hex means six. So it's going. Answer is supposed to be, perimeter is supposed to be 6 into 1.75. Let's do 175. Our answer is supposed to have two decimal points into 6. 6. 5 into 6 is 30. 3 carried 6. 7 into 6 is 42. Plus 3, 45. 4 carried 6 into 1 is 1050. And we have okay, we have two decimal points. Answer is supposed to be 10.5. Let's check if it's not 10.5 or it's 10.5. Yes. Next question. A four-wheel jeep. A four-wheel jeep covers. Okay, this is simple. We don't even need to use that much. 1 liter gives 100.5. 10 liters, we have to multiply 100.15 into 10. That gives 1005 kilometers. So that's the answer. Let's check. Okay. Next question. A plane covers a distance of 450.5 kilometers. Okay, 450.5 kilometers. Okay, in the previous lesson I gave you the speed, distance, time formula. Basically distance, if I'm not wrong, it's been long since I practiced. Distance is speed into time. Yes. The distance, we have to find the distance. The speed is going to be same. Speed into hours is going to be the same. Speed. Okay. Simply here we have to divide 450.5 divided by 2.4. Simple. That's it. Because we'll get what is the average distance within the first hour. So 450524 after multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 10. Now we can, I think the answer would be in okay, wait 1 second. I wish I could. Okay, sorry for the unruly shape. 4505 divided by 24. 1 minus 24. 2, 1, and 0 comes from here. 24 into 9 is 18. No. Okay. 18, 8 over here. 8 into 24 would be around 192. 192. 210 minus 192 is around 18. 5 comes below. 187. 7 into 24. 24 into 7 would be 14, and 168. 168. This would become 17. Point. Here would become 170. Now we can assume it to be 187.7. Let's check. Yes, the answer is 187.7 kilometers. Always remember to put in the units. And now I'll give you a fact. The number in your in the thumbnail, 3.14 and keeps going on, is called pi. It's believed to be the longest number. And Ramanujan from India was a scientist who memorized around, I think, many digits of this number. So go and read about Ramanujan on Wikipedia and comment. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Archimed teaches. And if you find any mistake in this video, please comment as well. There are my social media handles on this screen as well. And if you still have a doubt, you could always put in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.